Hey guys, it's day 5 of my juice fast, the last day, and tomorrow I get to eat. I get to actually chew some food tomorrow, which will be very exciting. Yeah, a little bit hungrier, I guess, but not crazy. Again, I still want to eat vegetables and fruits and stuff like that. So I think I'm gonna start off really slow and ease into it. I'm gonna go applesauce. I got a couple jars of applesauce today. I'm just gonna have those. Sugar, no sugar added or whatever. But yeah, today I'm trying to think. Today the biggest difference is that my skin. I'm sure you've heard this if you've followed Juice Fast people before. They always rave about this, but my skin feels really smooth compared to what it usually does, and it's just even on my even like on the back of my neck, like on my upper back. Sometimes I get like just not really anything bad, but just you just kind of feel like a little grittiness almost, little bumps and stuff like that, and they're completely gone. It's like really baby smooth. It's pretty strange, but I think it's a lot of it's just cleaning out the toxins. My nose, a lot of the like all the blackheads are gone and that kind of stuff. So I think it's a good thing for clearing out toxins. I don't know if you have to go 5 days necessarily. I've noticed the biggest difference with my skin on this day just because I don't know, maybe I had more toxins or I don't know how long it takes other people to clear up that stuff. But depending on how many toxins you have in your body, or depending on how long it's been since you've cleaned things out a little bit. But I haven't really used the bathroom excessively today. I've had a lot of juice. I had a juice outside. I got a like mixed juice, and it had I think it had some turmeric, some beets, that kind of stuff. And then I didn't have celery juice today, but I had a kale with orange and apples. The kale was really strong. I juice kale myself, and my juicer's not really made for leafy stuff like kale. But it still tasted. It still went down smooth and everything. And let me think what else I had. I had like a apple cucumber mix with some cinnamon. I put some cinnamon in there. And then the other thing I did is since I officially passed 5 full days at 10 o'clock, around 11 o'clock I added some olive oil to my apple cider vinegar and lemon water, which not too crazy, but it's probably the first time I've had fat of any sort all week. So it's kind of nice that I have noticed my hair's a little bit, what's the kind of the texture's a little bit different. It's not as smooth. It's not as soft. I think it's because I haven't had any fat this week. Now that it's catching up, I think my body wants to have a little bit of fat, some healthy fat. So I added some olive oil in. Tomorrow I'll probably put some olive oil on top of what I'm eating. I think I want to have some vegetables, just kind of pan fry the vegetables with some nice coconut oil or something like that. And then who knows? But I'm gonna start back in slow. I think Sunday I'll probably have quite a bit to eat just because football's on. But my wife and I, it's been a while since we've just gone out and eaten together. So it'll be kind of nice. Tomorrow we're gonna have a couple meals together. I think I'm gonna do the Chipotle veggie bowl, like I was, obsessing about. So I'll do that tomorrow evening. But I think it's worth it if you're thinking about doing a juice fast. 5 days is long for if you've never fasted before, but it's not really a fast. It's you're still putting calories in your body. It's just a much lower amount. So you're not completely. I've done fasts where I've eaten nothing, not even had water. I've gone on a dry fast for 2 full days, which is not something I recommend right off the bat. But I've done a 2 full day dry fast, and it's a much different feeling when you're not getting anything in versus when you're getting at least something in. So I think there's benefits to both. I'll do more dry fasts in the future. I'll do more juice fasts, and I'll do more wet water fasts and that kind of stuff. So I think it's worth trying out if you're interested. A juice fast, start with the day if you're curious and you don't think you can go for a long time. Sometimes you get online, you'll see these people that you'll look up juice fast on YouTube, and it'll be something like 120-day juice fast, and yeah, that's great. That's a nice accomplishment, but it's not very relatable to somebody who's never done a fast before. So don't think that just because you're not going for a month or 2 weeks or whatever that you're not doing a fast. 5 days you can get a lot. I got a lot out of this. I really did, and I feel like there's some things I kind of want to dig deeper into and see if I could go longer. But I told myself I do 5 days, and I'm gonna stop tomorrow. It's been 5 days, and if if I feel like I need to do it again, I think I can do it again. I think the most important thing is making a healthy lifestyle more permanent. So it doesn't mean I have to just have juices all the time. Of course, that wouldn't be. I don't think that's a healthy idea. But incorporate the juices. Maybe juice a couple times a month or something like that. And on the days I'm not juicing, make sure I'm eating pretty healthy foods. And then every once in a while you can kind of go crazy, but I need to cut that down more. So it's showing me that if I discipline myself better, I can have I can arrange my eating habits into a form or a way that's more, I don't know, more practical for everyday lifestyle. Now that I've gone kind of extreme with just drinking juice or fasting or stuff like that, I really appreciate the days when I can eat. And when I do get to, it's usually stuff that usually the stuff I want to eat is healthy stuff. Every now and again, I want to have an oatmeal cream pie or Reese's Cups or Doritos, like I was saying before, but not too often. And when I have them, the best part of having them is like the first bite. The last bite usually sucks, and that's because your body doesn't want that stuff. Whereas if you're having something like stir fry or I don't know. I've never liked salad. Some people do. I never have. There's a few I can do like a spinach salad, but you know what I mean. If you're having something like a nice healthy curry or something like that, you feel pretty good when you're done eating it. So yeah, or even like salmon. I love eating salmon with like a sweet potato or something like that. But anyway, I'm just making myself even hungrier for tomorrow. Uh, I think it's worth trying out. If it's something you've thought about doing, you can do it. I've noticed my midsection is a lot tighter, but again, I've never had a serious problem keeping weight off of me. But even still, it's much more streamlined than it usually would be. But I've noticed one thing I am noticing now that it's the fifth day is I'm ready to eat. I mean, I don't mean like I'm hungry. I just mean my body's ready to get some more calories inside. So hopefully I won't overdo it and keep up like a kind of a healthy eating regimen and then I think what else? What was I gonna say about just keeping things clean, keeping out the nonsense, the garbage, that you don't need to eat, and oh yeah, it's just if I want to do it again, I know I can. So I've done 5 days now. If I want to do 2 days another time, I can do 2 days. If I want to do a day, just kind of incorporate it more into my regular routine. So that's it. I think it's worth trying out again. If you, for many reasons, some people do it to lose weight, some people do it to clear their digestion, which was kind of my main impetus, and then some people do it to. A lot of people have skin problems, and some people can do it to clear their skin problems away. I've met a few people who've had psoriasis or I don't know, eczema, that kind of, but just relative skin problems, and they want to clear it out. Stuff like that. People do it for those reasons. People just want to feel like they're cleaning out. They're clearing out toxins, or they live a lifestyle and they just kind of want to get back to their health. And that's fine too. For any of those reasons, try it out. I think my wife might try it out one time, just because it's effective, and she's kind of easing her way into doing changing certain dietary ways, and she's done like some fasting because she's seen me do it a lot, and she kind of likes challenging herself, see how far she can push it. But I'll probably report back tomorrow just to let you know what the meals have been like, and I might check in periodically and throw a video in. If I do something diet related, I'll probably post another, however long I go for, I'll probably post the series, just because I kind of like the day-by-day tracking. And for people following, it's kind of nice to see what a person's experience is each day, instead of once the process is complete, they kind of retrack each day, and it's kind of hard to get the authentic day-by-day feel of what you can possibly expect. As far as what I've experienced, some people say they expect it at different times, or they experience it at different times. So, for example, I said that I had a lot of gas the second day or something like that. Some people might not experience that at all. Some people might experience that the third or fourth day, it's hard to tell. A lot of people complain about the headaches. I really didn't get any headaches, but I think it's because I fasted before. So a lot of people say they get headaches the first day or the second day. And it's just clearing out toxins. It's just your body not being used to something. It's not a bad thing necessarily. Um, I didn't really get that just because I've fasted before and I got it at those times, but I'm kind of used to that feeling of not having a lot of food for a given amount of time. So did I say it was the third day, the evening of, where I started kind of having the bowels, just that kind of thing. Some people get that on day 5, some people get it very early on. It's just hard to tell. I didn't really get much more of that after that night. I think I said I got some yesterday, but I don't think I used the bathroom. I don't think I had bowel movement at all today, just because, again, my body's got the juice and it's using it effectively, and I don't think it needed to really empty. But who's know how much I eat this weekend? But again, some people get the skin thing right away. Some people get it later. Some people just naturally have smoother skin right away. So you might experience things I didn't even experience. I've heard some people go on juice fasts to sometimes kind of extreme, but clear out cancer. Some people have been diagnosed with cancer, like early stage cancer, and they've gone on a juice fast, and according to their reports, it's worked. So hard to tell. Hard to tell. People do it for different reasons, and you get different effects depending on how your body's working and depending on how long you go for. But I think this kind of stuff is fun to. It's informative, and it's very informative when you try it yourself, because the process that I went through is not going to be identical to the process you go through. So I encourage you to start slow if you've never fasted before. And I will say that I've never done a juice fast before this, but I'd done fasting. And I think jumping into the deep end of like just pure fasting, if you've never done it before, is probably much harder than it would be to just ease in with a juice fast. Because at least with a juice fast, you can say, okay, I'm still putting some calories in my body. I still have some energy. But who knows? Maybe you just like to jump in and try things out, kind of like I do. So, you can't go wrong. You really can't go wrong with a nice juice fast. And if you feel really uncomfortable, and sometimes you feel worse at first, I've heard a lot of people say that you actually break out the first couple of days. That's not a bad thing either. That means that things are coming out, things are clearing out. Even if it's pimples and stuff like that, those pimples were inside and underneath before, and that's not where you want them to be. You'd rather have them come out than stay inside, because once they come out, then you start feeling nice again. So that's another thing. Like, don't let it scare you. Again, like the tongue thing, I had the white tongue, and I think I still have some of it. But the funny thing is today it's actually better than it was before, which is weird. I thought it would kind of be worse because it's still, um, you know, um, detoxifying kind of thing. But I think today the tip actually returned to normal and that kind of thing. So uh, don't let those initial, people call them die-off symptoms, scare you, because again, a lot of it is just toxins clearing out. Now, if there's something that's just unbearable and you can't do it, then of course, have something to eat. You can always try it again another time if you want to, or find another way. But don't think that just because just because those things are happening, there's no value in doing. I don't want to say doing a fast necessarily, but in eating healthy foods, because you do want to clear toxins out of your body. If they have accumulated over some time, they can really cause problems and just a lot of discomfort, and then sometimes even more serious stuff. So again, if you're getting the die-off symptoms, you can try to soldier through it. It's very temporary for one thing, and it's not usually as bad as it feels at a given time. And again, once they go away, you start feeling a lot better about things. And the weirdest thing is, and I thought this would be the opposite, but the longer I did this, the longer into the week that I did this, the less urgent and the less intense the cravings for food were. So I'm ready to eat. Like, I'm not gonna say that I'm not hungry at all. I'm ready to eat tomorrow, but it's not like, oh my god, I have to eat right now. I can't do this anymore. And even tomorrow, I feel like I'll get up and it'll be like a nice treat. Um, it won't be like this. I have to gorge right away because I've just had enough. It's kind of strange. Like with fasting, when you're not putting any calories in, it can kind of get to the point where it's like I gotta eat. With the juice fasting, I felt like I because I was maybe it's because I was giving my body nutrients that I felt like I was pretty satiated. So that's a nice thing too. Um, anyway, I'll report back tomorrow. I know I've ran. Oh gosh, I've almost gone 16 minutes here. So um, I'll get back on tomorrow and see what tomorrow feels like. Hopefully, it's nice to get some food in me, and maybe I'll have a little more energy. But I actually feel like pretty good right now. So all in all, each day has brought something different to it, and I really appreciated it. I would be curious to see if I went further, but maybe next time we'll see. But that's it for now, guys. Thanks a lot for following along with the videos, and I wish you guys all the best too. If you do attempt to do something like this, again, I'm not a doctor, of course, obviously, but if it's something you want to talk to your doctor about first, great. I think for a day, you don't really have to, unless you have a serious health issue, I wouldn't worry too much about trying a day or two juice fasting, especially if you're going throughout the entire day. I think you'd probably be better off than you would be eating a typical diet. But yeah, just I just wish you guys the best if you do try to do it, and yeah, feel free to comment below if you've done it before, or if you are thinking about doing it, or whatever you want to say. I think it's just all the best. Okay, so best of luck to all you guys as far as like your dietary goals and your health goals and that kind of thing. Getting a little workout in too when you're fasting is not the worst thing in the world. Just kind of back off on the intensity a little bit if you feel like you need to, and do it. It's you won't regret the benefits it can bring. Okay. All right. Thanks, guys. Thanks for following along, and see you guys next time.